Welcome back to the HoodCast.
The opinions expressed on the HoodCast are those of the guest and the host. They reflect no inference or agreement by Hood Tech Productions or Hood Tech Productions LLC or HoodCast LLC. The information presented on the HoodCast is not intended to offend any race, creed, religion, sexual orientation, or nation of origin. Please listen at your own discretion.
It is now time.
It's time.
Get ready. Let's do it.
What's good?
What it do, Willie Biggs? I think that it is time for the show, bro.
All right, it's the HoodCast theme song. It's about time we gave y'all a new one. So G-Mac got us in the booth. Let's go.
Hey man, we back. It's the show from the past. So get your drink and grab a seat because we're here. And if I didn't before, let me make it clear. We on Instagram and Facebook. Turn us loud up in your ear. We're shining brighter than a hanging crystal chandelier. Hanging from the roof. Shenanigans funny as hell. You know, man, we the truth. Without further ado, I hit the boards and grab the mic. We get online a little early so we can get our sound right. And then we go off and show off when we do our thing. We spit the truth to the world. I hope you understand our slang. I am the host who they call G-Mac the boss. Trying to make up for the lost time in the few years that we lost. We play that FIS music, it's the same thing all the time. My passion is so depth, but you can tell it in this rhyme. I'm good on my refreshments, I done went to the store. The moment we all be waiting for. It's our time now for the show, yeah.
All right, let's go. It's HoodCast. You know what it is, your favorite show, twice a week. www.hoodcast.podomatic.com, hoodtechproductions.com. G-Mac, don't tell them what it is, bro.
The show that's in the present, but it's from the past. They say the HoodCast was a one hell of a cast. It's the show that said it makes your stomach weaker. Instagram and Facebook twice a week. The show that's in the present, but it's from the past. They say the HoodCast was a one hell of a cast. It's the show that said it makes your stomach weaker. Instagram and Facebook twice a week.
This is Robot Ron, and now the moment you all been waiting for. G-Mac, Willie Biggs, and Code
Yo. What it do, world? Welcome back to another edition of Hood Tech Presents the HoodCast, baby. www.hoodtechproductions.com. This is HoodCast 200. Damn, I always that shit. 310. It's fall season. Let me bring myself up in this thing. I am your host, G-Mac the Boss, along with my co-hosts, Willie Biggs.
What's up, people? How y'all feeling?
And Jen E, the Empress.
What's up, everybody?
She's not having a good day, everybody, so we're going to try to pep her up today. Pep.
Mental health is real.
Mental health is super real.
Oh, my God.
It's fall season with mental health. So how was your day, Jen? I know you got something you want to get off your mind. I know you do.
Okay, first of all, biting is never okay. Now,
did you say
I
biting
understand
or
that we
biting?
had to biting. Dude, one of my staff members got bit in the armpit.
Oh, no.
Like, how do you bite another human being in the armpit?
How do you bite another human being?
Without getting your ass whooped.
That part. Because, like, when he got up off the floor after restraining the patient, and he was like this, I thought maybe he twisted his arm or something. No. He got bit in the armpit.
Maybe he was trying to put him in a,
Headlock or something.
headlock. He was like, this motherfucker squeezing me.
No. Understand something. I take them down. They hold them down. So how are you holding him where you got bit in the armpit?
It sounds like he didn't know how to hold it properly. I guess.
Right.
Has he ever been bitten before?
Obviously.
Has there a history of this man getting bit? Perhaps we need to do some training on
He's
how to
new.
hold a patient.
Right.
I mean, biting is never okay unless, of course, you volunteer to be bitten.
Right.
Fuck that.
But that's
if my hands are if I can't use my hands and all I do is bite a motherfucker, shit, I'm biting off chunks.
No,
you know, right now.
Okay.
You know. What's up, Mike?
Wait a
Old
minute now.
co-worker.
Hold on. Now you know you have nibbling and you have biting. One is erotic. What it is?
So he was nibbling.
No, he bit him. No, he bit him. He bit him. Bit
well,
him.
well,
It wasn't
I
nibbling.
guess,
It
I
wasn't
guess
no
I'm.
love
I
bite.
know that's right. I guess I'm saying my age or whatever because all that nibbling. But I feel teeth. I don't like teeth.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I
Well,
thought
it
women
depends
don't
on where
like.
you feel
I don't like
teeth.
to feel teeth. We
It
don't
depends
like to
on
feel
where you
teeth.
feel teeth.
Shit,
Yeah,
nowhere. Really, tell you the
nowhere.
truth,
Keep them teeth to
nowhere.
yourself.
You bite me, I black out. You see what I'm
No
saying?
hands, no teeth.
No
Mhm.
hands, no teeth. You see what I'm saying? Do it with no hands. You remember back in the early
You know
2000s?
how that song go. With no
You know
hands.
what? Y'all know Mama was singing that one time because she was using a blender. She was using a mixer to make cake. And I never forget this. I never forget this. God rest his soul. My brother ran in there and he was like, "Stop singing that. You stop that right now."
You'll never
He
hear
was
that song
like,
again.
he's
Right.
like, he's like, "Ma'am, you are head of the mother's
Yeah,
board.
right, Mike.
You are the director of the ushers. Don't you sing that." Well, I'm not
Oh,
using my hands. I'm mixing cake. Baby, that ain't what that means.
Right now. See
So,
now.
so when she found out what it meant, she was just behooved. But let me change something real quick because
It
y'all know how
did though.
y'all
right.
know how you know how y'all say I'm bougie.
You don't
So
just
I'm
say
gonna
it.
ask this.
We don't have to say shit. Really, tell you the truth. You telling us? I mean,
Go ahead. So you were saying
mm,
facts that we quite often.
Okay, I'm gonna ask a collective question. How many people know how to fold a fitted sheet?
Oh God. You gotta get the
Who know?
corners up there, and you lay down there left at the bouncy part, and
Right,
close them up. It's like a
exactly.
yeah.
And you make an envelope out of it, and you bring them all together, and it comes down just like a flat sheet.
you know
Right.
what? I've never been able to. I'm not going.
But wait a
I'm not
minute
going to
though.
lie. My shit look like this.
Listen,
It's a roll up, like I'm rolling a blunt or something. That's how I
I
roll.
tell my
Mike
wife
said
to
I tell
do
my wife to do it.
it.
But listen, you would be surprised how many people do not know how to fold a fitted sheet.
I wouldn't.
I'm one.
It's not something you do all the time. I mean, some people just, you ain't
But
really got
Biggs,
pride.
you
The
do.
military people maybe, but
You do though, right?
yeah,
Oh,
Yeah. Just
yeah.
like I
But I'm gonna tell
military
you, I'll
fold
be
my
honest though.
socks.
I heard of how to do it when I was younger. So
mhm.
I worked at a hotel for a project once, and the coolest people that worked there were all the people who were down in the basement that did the dry cleaning, the laundry, and all that shit. So I used to go down there and have lunch with them because the chef was down. Anyway, that's a whole other part of the story. But I watched those ladies do it, and I saw them do it. That's how I was like, I saw them do it in the
Yeah,
hotel.
like
That's when I was like, oh, that's
a
how you
friend of
do something.
mine in college, she is a military brat. And I
Mm-hmm.
saw how she would fold clothes because you have to make space because you had so little space in foot
Right.
lockers and in the chest and in the drawers. And I'm like, this is efficient. So I learned how to fold clothes that way.
Mm-hmm.
And
Same
I
thing.
taught
My
my
dad was in the
sons how to
military.
do it.
No, that's just like
Yeah, well we knew Dr. Biggs was in the military just by the way he taught.
went to no damn military. Who told you?
No, no, my dad was one
Oh,
of her
that
professors.
bigs.
Yeah, the
Yeah, I
senior
said
Biggs.
That's
Dr.
Frankfurt
Biggs.
bigs.
Yeah,
Frankfurt bigs.
Franklin Biggs. Yeah, yeah.
And I'm gonna say this. Listen, this is one thing I can say about Dr. Biggs. You had to do your notes, turn in your notes, and start your rough draft. If he told you to do your notes a certain way, and them notes were not done a certain way, I mean, if it was off by hair,
How many classes did you have under him?
two
I had my whole fucking
at
life,
two
so I really don't want to hear about it.
Oh,
I
that
had
was a
my
good one.
whole fucking life.
Bird. That
So
was
you
out of
ain't gonna tell
nowhere,
me
bird,
nothing
like a
new, and I don't want
motherfucker.
to talk
Oh
about it. What
shit!
topics do we
He
have
caught
for
me
the
on
show
that
today?
one. I'm like, what? Oh
What
shit!
topics do
But
we
I'm gonna
have
say
for
Because I
today?
hear
this: the
y'all, I
most.
can't
But I'm
really
gonna say
have
this,
nothing.
and he was intimidating.
I'm
The most
sitting out here like, what?
intimidating human
Again,
being.
yes, some of us have first-hand experience. Thank you.
Yes, you do.
Anyway, let's move right
Rest
along.
in
We'll move
peace,
right
Dr.
along.
Biggs.
Yeah.
Anyway, y'all. Hey, I'm gonna say this because I hardly ever get to say it in that couple of hood casts because I'm thinking, people not understand. So I guess I got to keep saying it to register some people. You see what I'm saying? Because
Father
Explain
God.
it to him.
people don't send. You know, we play music, so we play MP3s. I mean, you can't play. You can't technically though, but if you send a link to a video,
No.
I really can't really mess with that. You see what I'm saying? I can listen to your shit, but I also don't critique music neither. I mean, that's what bigs do.
I do. So if you get a music critique back from that mailbox, that means I read it.
You
And if I read it,
don't want that. But
you probably might be
anyway,
coming on the
y'all,
show.
send your original MP3s to thehoodcast@gmail.com so we can put your music into the rotation. See what I'm saying? So after, on our little music breaks, you hear your song and like, oh shit,
Right.
shit.
And
Yeah,
also,
we
if
do
you
that.
do want your video played, it'd be a good time for you to contact us about marketing promotions so we can run your video during our show as a sponsor on the show. But just
Yep,
sending us
yep, yep,
video
yep.
links is not going to get it played.
And I
Right,
love
right,
free stuff.
right. Oh yeah, speaking of free stuff, Bigums has a giveaway at the end of the show. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A giveaway. How we're gonna do it? We need to talk how we're gonna do it.
We got to figure it out. But we got some merch from Sean Fresh. Got some Fresh University hats. We're going to give it away to
Fresh
some
University.
listeners. If you subscribe to our YouTube, or if you're a first-time listener, hit us up and we'll see if we can get some merch over to you. We got to figure out how we're going to get us away because I only got a couple of hats. Definitely subscribe to us on YouTube. Someone say free.
Free.
Yes, Mike, free. It's free, Mike. It's free. He like, someone say free. Yes, Mike, it's free. So
And
yeah,
I
we
do
got
have
some free
I do
merch.
have a message from some of my coworkers because this is November. We did have a 300th show, somewhat.
Mhm.
They are looking forward to the highlight reel.
Oh, to the best of end of the year.
Yeah,
G-Mac
and
gonna
there
be
are
working on that
certain.
shit until next
You
year.
know what? This will be the. You know what though, Biggs? No, this will be a different one. This will be a first of its kind because
Video.
this will actually be if I do a best of Hoodcast video,
I
it'll
know.
be video clips because usually
Mhm.
we've been doing audio clips.
Yep.
So
That's gonna be some work.
yes, it's gonna be some work.
Maybe we should hire an outside editor so you don't have to carry all that by yourself.
We'll see what's up.
But there
I am
was
technically learning the craft as we speak. So I might need it for practice.
but there were some requests for clips.
Okay.
Pig in a blanket.
Oh God. Everybody wants pig in it. Now, which pig in the blanket? Where he explains pig in the blanket?
Yeah, where that and that whole turtle situation where he took his hat off. You have that. You have the Uber ride from hell in New York.
Oh my God. So we basically, Jen, tell your folks to submit. That'd be a good idea. Y'all submit
I
one of
am.
y'all best. What you
Timestamps,
consider?
which
Yeah.
hoodcast they are,
Which hoodcast they
timestamps
are.
where they are, so I know where to go get them at.
That'll help us in
Yeah.
editing. Yeah.
That's better on me. You see
And the
what I'm
best
saying?
suggestions, maybe we'll give y'all some of the free merch we got.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a good idea.
That's a
Yo.
good idea.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's,
Real
yeah.
simple. Tell us what's your best hoodcast moment, what you want to see again. I mean, you can always go back and watch it, but let us know and we'll put it in the best
Yeah. Well, go
of.
back and watch it.
Yeah.
Right.
And the best suggestions, we'll send you some free merch.
So how many
Sean
hoodcasts
Fresh.
have we had this year so far?
Ooh,
Oh, wow.
I mean, shit.
Because I started
2 a
back in
week for 52
February.
weeks. 2 weeks for 52 weeks, bro. I think we maybe missed 1 or 2 weeks. We didn't do it. But I'd say we're close to 100.
You know what hoodcast I went back and watched? The one where Biggs laughed so hard he was about to throw up. Where I just walked off the screen. I just threw my headset down. And I just left.
That must have been some cokey shit right there.
It was
I know it's some
where
cokey shit.
Koki just jumped out the window on us and we couldn't get him back.
Where is he, by the way? Is he on vacation?
I
Yeah,
guess he
where's
is. He
Koki?
must be on vacation. He ain't told nobody nothing. So
He's been
I mean,
working late. I know he's been working late. We got to catch up with Koki, see what up to. Oh, I know he was doing his time for his homeless thing where he helps the homeless too. So
That's right. He has been doing
Yeah,
that. I
no,
need
he's
to
doing
cash app him. I need to
yeah, he's
cash
been
app
doing
him.
the socks and all that kind of stuff. So we got to catch up with him. He may be
Yes.
kind of been running with that. So Koki, if
Oh,
you're
by
listening,
the
which I hope you are,
way,
We gotta find out where that man is.
Also, they're speaking of giving back. I have been asked to be a part of a project called Giving Tuesday,
Oh
and
yeah.
on the next HoodCast, I will share the link for you guys to go and watch Giving Tuesday,
That's
where
after
we
Black
talk
Friday, right?
about no Giving Tuesday is is a charitable organization, and this benefits
I,
the
I
victims
know,
of
but I
sex
thought they played off the
trafficking.
Black Friday thing
Yeah, they do. They
and
do.
follow it up with the Giving Tuesday. After you
Yeah,
go and give all your fucking money away on a bunch of bullshit you want, maybe you can kind of give and help some people
yeah,
support
but
the
it's for victims of sex trafficking. Is what it's for, and
victims.
it's Giving Tuesday. So that's something that I will be a part of, and I film it Monday for it to be aired on Giving Tuesday.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what's
That's
up.
nice.
That's what's
Everybody
up.
doing something charitable. G-Mac, what
Yeah.
you gonna do charitable in New York? You gonna barbecue for the hood again?
Man, I
Some
might do
bird
cuts. I
portion?
usually do free cuts at the for Christmas. I might go back to the little spot I was at. You know what I'm saying?
Take it back to Brooklyn.
I'll take it to the Bronx.
Take it to the Bronx.
Brooklyn is
Okay.
beautiful
Take
to
it to the Bronx and do
me,
some free cuts.
That's what's
but I
up,
never
man.
felt
Well,
so free in Harlem. Harlem was gorgeous to me.
well, Jen, you're doing Giving Tuesday. Heart Attack, Kokomo's out there getting socks and stuff for the homeless, and G-Mac's doing free cuts. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. I know. I'm gonna give someone a Sean Fresh hat.
Yeah.
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 You
Now I gotta figure. I'm gonna do something probably locally here, one of the shelters.
you sound a whole lot better. What did you do?
What do you mean? What I do? As far as my cold,
Oh, somebody's stuck.
Jen stuff.
Almost up.
I don't know why.
Okay.
Does the sound better? The sound quality.
Yeah,
I probably talk.
you talked about you sick.
Oh yeah, no.
You
I worked
sound
through it.
a lot better.
No,
He was
yesterday
suck- he,
we went.
he,
We ran
he
2
was
miles
sucking on the
yesterday.
end of a ginger root for the past couple of
No,
days.
well, damn near. Fucking those honey, what are the shits for your throat? The little honey lozenges. But no, we ran 2 miles
Honey
yesterday,
cough.
and this morning I got up and rode for 30 minutes and just sweated and puked up and spit up.
Puke.
Well, I ain't
Yeah.
puke, but I mean,
Well, I mean,
you
yeah,
swallow so
but
much of
sweat
that
is
crap,
good.
and then when it comes out, it's like, bleh.
Right. Shit,
Yeah,
I
I
told you,
put
hit
out
a
the congestion,
dietitian to
but
do a nigga good, boy. One hit a dietitian, that should have been gone.
I've been trying to avoid a lot of
Dude,
medicines.
no.
I mean, I took the Dayquil stuff, and you really can't do a lot of acetaminophen like that. I can't take a whole lot of that stuff.
Right.
On my stomach. So, but no, I worked out. I tried to work out through it. I was having a little trouble breathing. Like I didn't run Monday, but Wednesday, me and the boys, they dragged me out to the track, and we got in. And then this morning I rode. So yeah, I'm feeling better.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just
And
trying to
on
work
that
through it.
notion, I'm feeling better too. We're gonna come back, we're gonna play a little music because we done fucked off about 20 minutes
of
of
your
your
time.
time. So we're gonna
That's
come
right.
back, baby. In a little bit, we're gonna play a little music, and when we come back, we got a couple of topics for y'all, maybe. We'll be right back.
HoodTech presents the HoodCast.
Give me that raw beat from Dre. Give me that raw beat from Dre. Say what you say. Give me that raw beat from Dre. 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 Say what you say. Give me that raw beat from Dre. Give me that raw beat from Dre.
Hey niggas sing because I'm R&B, then take and fuck with me. I spent a couple blocks down Uncle T's with the luxury of riding round with a couple cheese that the bus and squeeze. Tack that ass from the cut supreme. Watch your soul leave, nigga please. I'm a killer, push me. Don't worry, I don't get revenge cause bitches giving pussy. I just go and fuck her friends and take a business plan and look we out here getting money while you wondering what it could be. These snakes talk behind your back, but homie, they behind you for a reason. Everybody want that beef shit when it's here, these niggas vegan. I've been hot for so long. You got hot just for a season. Hit the stew for the cooking. Dundre say we out here eating, nigga.
Give me that raw beat from Dre. Give me that raw beat from Dre. Say what you say. Give me that raw beat from Dre. Give me that raw beat from Dre.
it's a jungle out here. I bring the peace and all the peace and tell me who should I feel. It's 280 till grace. I pray that mercy is near. Got something wrong with me. Give me time to get right. I got bad bitches in my pictures. Now my bitch wanna fight. Hey, 2020's getting nearer. I can't see clear at night. I kinda lack for nothing, so I can't afford this till life. Just to be frank, I'm the mayor in every town that I ran. Niggas know I'm from the arc by the click I bring in. Boy, there's red flags, do rags, and powders and some swishers. If that beat don't come from Dundre, ain't nobody fucking with you, nigga. Give me that.
Give me that raw beat from Jay. Give me that raw beat from Jay. Say what you say. Give me that raw beat from Jay. 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 Say what you say. Give me that raw beat from Jay. Give me that raw beat from Jay. Give me that raw beat from Jay.
We have returned. Second segment of Hood Temperatures, the HoodCast. HoodCast number 310, baby. The crew is back in here.
Don't.
Yes.
What's happening, people?
Peoples all over the world. Yo, I wanted to give a shout out. Hey, the other day, I was on Discord.
Mm-hmm.
You be fucking with Discord?
Not really. I see people on it.
Bro, Discord is on a whole nother. That's gonna be the entry. It's like it's a lot to do with the metaverse. But I'm telling you, bro, Discord is popping. So anyway, Discord pretty much. I was checking out the Twitch channel. Mm-hmm. Most of the time, we have one, maybe two people be on the stream from Twitch. Yo, we got like 65 followers from Twitch. I don't know what. So like, okay, so people, a couple of little bit of snitches be messing with us on Twitch. We like thank everybody from every platform that we stream from. You know, from the Facebook.
Sure, that's what's up.
From the Facebooks to the Twitches to the Twitters. You know, see what I'm saying? Hey, we would go from Lincoln though, but Biggs was like, oh hell no.
Go where?
Lincoln.
LinkedIn.
You know, we can stream from
Oh God.
We can stream live from there too if we wanted to, but you know.
I know a lot of them people.
They're like, hold up, I never thought people.
Yeah, I know. I got too much explaining to do, Lucy.
Right. So we're gonna keep it at that.
Yeah.
All right, people. What we got? What we got?
Well, that Kansas City story. Can we get to that?
Yes, please.
There was a couple of. That was last month, actually. A couple of weeks ago.
So who sent that link? G-Mac, you sent that link?
Yes.
That shit was insane. So this woman get a knock on the door, and it's another lady who just escaped from her neighbor's house. This dude clearly had kept her trapped in there for like a couple of weeks or some shit.
Weeks.
Right, and had her on some bound up S&M shit.
And I'm not talking about the kind that I do. I'm talking about the weird stuff.
Yeah, the kidnapping type of shit. But anyway, so apparently the local community had been telling the police that, like, yo, we got a serial killer or something. Somebody snatching these girls.
You got to be a little bit more specific. The local
black community. And this was a black woman. And they were trying to tell the local police that, yo, it's something going on. And the police was completely discarding.
But this has been going on for decades.
Right.
When it comes down with black women, they don't look for us.
They don't look for them. I mean, specifically in Kansas City. Now, what I saw from that Democracy Now! Report was that this police department is under federal investigation anyway. Because apparently these motherfuckers are just walking poster children for racism.
Right.
And they have been ignoring this black community left and right. Meanwhile, this motherfucker is a local serial kidnapper or whatever fuck.
And the thing about it is, can you imagine the cases of missing African American women that are tied to this man?
Right. They probably could have unloaded years of cold cases.
Yeah.
Had they been doing their due diligence, but it was a local activist that solved the fuck. Well, really, this woman escaping. She escaped to somebody's house, and thank goodness she went to somebody's house who gave a fuck. And it was a middle-aged white woman.
Yeah.
So every white person in Kansas City ain't racist, but the fucking cops clearly are.
Boy, that's crazy.
And can you imagine innocent people who have been blamed for some of these homicides that were by the hands of this man.
Right.
I mean, the plot
Exactly.
thickens.
It's probably some cats locked up for shit that he did. And the
Right.
cops was trying to clear their books and just put it on Hookie, who got
Anybody.
pulled over driving drunk, and now he in there for suspicion of murder. And they were, well, I'm not even gonna say what they were doing, but I know generally when you got a racist police department, you got evidence being
Yeah, they pin
planted,
stuff.
you got
I mean,
shit
y'all
being
remember the movie
suppressed.
Gang Related with
Yeah,
Belushi and Tupac?
Tupac.
Yep.
Yep.
It's the same principle.
Yeah, yeah. Planting guns, planting drugs, suppressing evidence. You know, making false statements, all of that kind of shit. So if you live in Kansas City, and
God bless you.
yeah, if you've been having
Because
any issues
that
with
was
the
straight
police,
Jim Crow right
definitely
there.
get in
Oh,
contact with your local activists and find out what's going on in that city. Because boy, it is about to be a powder keg
okay.
of
This is
shit.
my question. This is question number 2. How long is it gonna take for the investigation for the feds to say, "Oh, okay, y'all been seriously racist"?
You know what's gonna happen? The feds are gonna come in there and they're gonna bust up in them cold cases and they're gonna start pulling them.
Yep,
And somebody's gonna start running some DNA evidence and
yep,
match it to this psychopath. That's what's
yep,
gonna
yep,
happen.
yep.
The
And then
Kansas City is not going to investigate
no, the city
anything
ain't gonna do
at
shit.
this
And see, that's
point.
the
No, no,
thing.
but it said that the federal government has the police department under investigation. So
Mm-hmm.
how long is this investigation gonna take? That's what I'm saying.
Dude,
You see what I'm
trust
It
saying?
ain't
me.
gonna take
When
long.
it
Shit.
ain't gonna take long, but trust me, if it was you, it would be a lot faster than if it's
Yeah.
the when the police is investigating, when top cops investigating other cops, it take a long time. But it also takes a long time because they gotta have an airtight ass case when they go to court. That shit gotta be super tight because they
Yeah, that
go in there
would be
with
kind of fucked
one
up.
leak anywhere, especially if it's a local judge or a sympathetic judge that's handling it. Like one of their clan members is
Oh,
sitting
this
there
is
with a robe
going.
on.
What's going to happen is this is going to go to some federal district court judge that ain't got nothing to do with Kansas City
Yeah, unless it's one of
because
them
the
Trump
federal
appointed
court,
judges that don't give a
right?
shit.
That's different. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. That's what people don't understand when he talking about voting. And I mean, I'm glad we kind of this ain't what I want to get to, but the whole point of voting and elections, you got to vote all the way up and down the ballot. Don't just vote for
Mm-hmm.
the top shit. Don't just vote for governor and mayor. You got to vote for everything. Judges, fucking attorney generals, secretary of state. You got to get because your secretary of state is who oversees your elections. If you got a election denier who's a Republican, and you fuck around and vote for them, or you don't even bother marking that part of the ballot because you don't go that far down,
They will do it for you.
or you just gonna end up with a nut in your fucking in that seat overseeing your elections, and your vote truly might not count.
You know, I hate to say this, but y'all remember the old adage when you talk about a nut becoming, a senator or a congressman or a
Mm-hmm.
state representative. Remember the old adage, you can grow up to be anything, even the president.
Oh
That
yeah.
has never been more true than now.
Mm-hmm.
You can be a D student and not even try and become the leader of the free world. What
Yes,
does
you
that
can.
tell us overachievers?
Damn.
Well, the thing about it is that you was just overtreating in the wrong skin. Yeah, you
Exactly.
could have been president over 35. You're more than qualified. You got good sense. Yes, Jen, you could definitely be president. I mean, you look at some of the motherfuckers that had the job before you. The only difference between them and you is the
But you
connections
know
they had to
what?
raise
Can
campaign
you
funds.
imagine me as leader of the free world?
Oh hell
Yes,
no.
we'd all be wearing leather pants and walking around with ball gags. But
Shit, not me.
just
Not
my
me.
thing.
Because if that's because I would walk around with no pants.
And
Oh
that would be
God.
fine under President Jen because she don't wear no drawers neither. So it'd be okay.
Right. No draws.
You know what?
No draws in the US.
I have explained why I don't.
Balls free in America.
That
Balls be free in America.
That was so inappropriate.
Yeah,
But
I'm blown away by the that
and
story took my that shit
this
blew
went
my
on for
mind.
a while. This went on for a
Years,
long time. This went on for
years,
years.
years,
hmm
man. And you think about it, that's just Kansas City,
Right.
dude. You could go
Right.
from
We
state to
and
state,
but
town to
here's my
town.
thing. They need to find out where else he lived.
Yeah, and
Because
who
there was
his
a young
associates are and who he
It's his social.
socializes
That's what I
with.
just
I'm
want to
gonna
Yeah,
tell,
say.
I'm
He
gonna
ain't the
tell
only crazy
y'all a
motherfucker out there
very
doing that stupid shit.
wild story. There was a young lady whose family immigrated here from Mexico, and she was a student at ULR, and she was abducted. She was killed.
Mm.
and her body was discovered Highway 365 behind a detail shop in a blue hole. They never found out who killed her. Her picture remained on billboards and flyers for decades now. Miles went to school with one of her younger siblings, and Miles and Gavin's father was one of the people who found her body.
Oh.
Mm.
Eesh.
And when I think of this, and it's not just black women, but black and brown women, minority women, they just don't look for us.
No.
And no one can answer why we're not looked for.
Uh, well,
And
same.
I understand that melanated women appear strong, appear independent, appear dominant, but guess what? Someone can abduct us too. Someone can kidnap us too.
Well, they don't look for you for the same reason Dave Chappelle said they don't take us hostage because they don't
Right,
care. They don't see
right.
any value in
So
you. So when you come up, same reason they don't get proper, when black women don't get proper care and treatment from their doctors when
this
they
is
say
true.
something's wrong and they
This is
ignore
true.
their health concerns.
And I've had that issue for many years with a health issue that I battled when Miles and Gavin were younger, where, and I hate to say this, it was a white medical doctor who I happened to work with and work for at one time that said, "Come see me, let's figure this out." And
Mm-hmm.
he did. But look how many I saw my race and of other races who were like, "It'll pass. Oh, you're too young."
Mm-hmm.
And right now, the mortality rate of African American women going into the labor and delivery units, and when people think of labor and delivery, that's not just childbirth, that's gynecology as a whole.
Right.
Women are going in there and they are dying. We have numbers now that are rivaling third world countries when it comes down to women who have had normal, healthy pregnancies, dying in childbirth, natural childbirth,
Mm.
medical induced childbirth, C sections,
Wow.
and
Mm.
other surgeries. We're talking about punctured organs, infection, baby in
I'm gonna grab
distress
a
where
man.
you lose the
Woo.
baby and the mother. I mean, a certain
Same.
hospital that happens to be up on the hill in a certain area off John Barrow
Huh, which
left
one is that? Damn,
something.
y'all don't got that many hospitals down there.
Yeah, yeah, I'm just saying,
Smoking baby.
left something in a woman after a C-section, and she almost became septic.
What, a baby?
She had a C-section. They left an instrument inside of her. They did that to my uncle.
Oh,
My uncle went in
snap.
for he went in for a colonoscopy.
Hmm. And
Oh
that's
my
probably
And
left
God.
one of the
they
valves in
left a
there.
utensil. They left a
Yeah.
utensil, and
Oh,
we still suspect that it was not accidental because my uncle was giving the city a little bit of
oh,
hell.
that's a
Malpractice.
violation right there, boy.
Yeah, but I mean, anyway,
Oh,
yeah. So yeah, it'd be a lot of malpractice. Let's call it. This medical shit. Everybody ain't good at it. Some people just don't care. The God complex is a motherfucker, boy.
Yes, they
Right.
do. And I'm gonna say this: you have a lot of doctors who actually think they're God
Mm-hmm.
more often than not. And I
Yep.
mean, you have some of them that walk in there so cocky. Here's what people need to learn about operations and surgeries. And I had a doctor tell me this. He said the rule of thumb is 7 years. If we expect you to be able to live another 7 years with or without this operation, then it should be performed. But if you are in such a medical condition and where it's a risk to your that 7 years, we're not gonna do it. We're gonna
How
find
many of them do it
another
anyway
option.
for the money?
And a lot, and
Right.
90% of them do it anyway for the money.
Oh.
There's a gentleman I know that was every bit of 525. They did a gastric bypass on him, and he laid in bed for 6 months, and he probably weighed what I do now in death. He wasted
God
away
damn.
within six
That's
months
bad. Yeah. Yeah. That's fucking horrible.
because he was too unhealthy for them to even do it. And when you look at him on paper in lab reports, man, I hate to say this. God forgive me for what I'm about to say. G Mac, please, dear. G Mac.
okay.
Disclaimer. You don't need the disclaimer, Mac. Sir, Mac. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, she gonna need that. Don't
Yeah,
need that. I
okay.
got it in your life. I got it in
Wow.
your life.
Bang, bang.
He looked like Jabba the Hutt.
That's what he looked like.
He looked like Jabba the Hutt.
Oh.
The man snored when he was awake.
Mm.
He,
That's a big
he
dude.
was sick, and he
And they
found
did a
this
gastric
doctor
bypass on him
that
anyway.
did a gastric bypass on him anyway. He coded on the table. He never got to reap the benefits of a gastric bypass.
Shit. Yeah, the
And
medical store is scared the
and
fuck out of me. That's why I
it always hurt me because I worked with him. He was one of my transport guys, and I told him, "Don't do this.
Mm.
You can lose." I told him, "Don't do this." I said, "There." I gave him a
Oh,
clip.
so he
I
only
gave-
went there for the gastric bypass. He didn't have some other issue that brought him there. He went there
Oh.
specifically. So he was alive and up working, went to get a gastric bypass and died.
But this is what happened. He went to 4 different physicians. This is right when the gastric bypass became very, very popular. Like the BBLs that you're seeing and everybody shaped like mango seeds. Or
Like apple upside down.
yeah,
Mm.
they look funny. You know what? We'll get back to that later. But
Hips under your arms.
yeah,
Ass up under your arms.
he was sick, and you know
Mm.
we're talking about asthma, diabetes, gout, fatty liver. He was just sick, and I remember looking at him going, "Don't do this." He found a doctor that was willing to do it,
For the money.
and
Oh, he worked with
he
you, so yeah, he
never-
had good insurance. So yeah, they went on.
very much so.
They went on and took that paper.
And
Mm.
he never got a chance to reap the benefits of it. And I remember when I saw him, I think it was about a week after he had the surgery, tubes everywhere, and he was already gone. He was already gone. He looked terrible.
Well, on that note, we've covered our death and sadness.
Oh, Jesus
section of the show.
Christ.
Oh, okay. I was going to say to cap that off. Just I don't want to dwell on too long. Rest
Oh,
in
by
peace
the
to
way,
Takeoff.
let me just. Oh my
Rest
God.
in peace to Takeoff. Give a moment of silence for that man. He was,
Excuse me, Jesus.
yes, his life was taken.
Right.
According to so many reports by accident, but still, it was a senseless death that shouldn't have occurred.
That bothers me.
They said it was by accident.
It was an accident, bro.
How?
The dice game got heated. He wasn't even in the dice game, and
No, he was
somebody
not.
pulled out. Somebody pulled out, and he stood up, and he caught the stray. But it wasn't. They wasn't shooting at him.
But for what I saw, it looked like Quavo was trying to walk off.
I don't know, and I'm not discussing. I ain't even watched the video. All I'm saying is that man's gone on some foolishness. And this ain't the first time somebody got harmed or killed at that same dice game.
Nope,
by
that is true.
who's ever by Junior. I'm not mentioning the person's name. I let whatever authority's gonna do. The HoodCast ain't here for the snitching, but I'm just saying,
Right.
y'all need to stop going to this nigga's dice game. Straight up. And really, all that underground dice game shit, you worth millions of dollars, don't go to that shit.
Let me say
Right.
this, because I did a video on my IG about this, and there's nothing wrong with leaving the hood. You're supposed to want better. You want supposed to do better.
But they wasn't
There's
in the
nothing
hood.
wrong with that. Let me finish. There's nothing wrong with that. But also, when you leave the hood, yes, give back to your community, but you can't have one foot in wealth and another foot ghetto mess. You can't.
Well,
Can't.
what
And
I'm
that's what this
saying is,
was
they weren't in the ghetto.
at all. 18 is not in the ghetto.
They
What
were
is
not
that?
in the hood. You might got the background music too loud.
Hold on.
Yeah, they weren't in the hood. They weren't
No,
in the
they
ghetto.
weren't.
What they were
They were in
around.
ghetto activity.
They was around some ghetto niggas. They
Right.
was around with some ghetto niggas.
And my
Now,
thing is this: I'm not gonna be sitting up here in the midst of a dice game or anything of that nature amongst people I don't know. Save that for your house with people you know.
well, see, I'm telling you, man. They was at this. They came to celebrate the dude's dad's birthday. Rolled up to his dice game, and this dude is crazy because this kid grew up going to private school and some more shit, and he wants to act like saying he's not. It's like, dude, I don't know how many ways to say it. And I know people are like, oh, people killing rappers now. No, people killing cats. This was an accident. Wasn't nobody trying to kill him.
Right.
Shit just got heated at a dice game. It don't matter. That dice game could have been a back alley, anywhere but Vegas, and it could have got hot. So, you
Right.
just don't go to the little home casino shit and all that. Unless it's a charity at Eddie Murphy's house, don't be there playing dice.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't just don't. I mean,
I guess you get more money because the casino do kind of take that money
bro,
from
if
you.
Trust me, bro. If you work $21 million, there was no need for them to be in that game, bro.
Some people like to gamble.
Yeah,
But I'm gonna
you
tell
like
you
to
one
gamble,
thing: you
go to
ain't gonna do that
Vegas.
shit in the
If I
casino
like
though.
exactly, if I like to gamble, I'm gonna go to Vegas. I'm gonna go to Atlantic
Go to
City.
Vegas. Yeah, but
I'm gonna
I mean,
go to
I get it. I
Sarasota.
get
I'm
the
gonna go to
gambling thing.
Oakland.
You know, the folks that gamble, they into the gambling circle and all of that. But really, man, I hate to say it, but the cats that be setting them games up, some of the cats that's in that room, they ain't in the same business with you.
No,
They
they're
street
not.
hustlers. They get some of them are real gangsters, and then you got these industry dudes that like having real gangsters around because they think that makes them
Yep.
look harder. And then you always hear them saying something like, where I'm from and where I'm from. I'd be like, bro, you from a 4-car garage, basketball and swimming pool in the backyard neighborhood, dude. Stop with this where I'm from. It's like I get tired of hearing Dame Dash say that shit. Like where I'm from, like, dang, shut the fuck up, bro. You ain't been from there in a long time, dog.
Right.
You ain't been there for a long. He always try to make it sound like, because I put my money in the street. Damn, you ain't finding no work, bro. The feds is on me. I'm like, dude, stop with this fantasy. He want to be Nicky Barnes so bad, but
don't he?
just shut that shit up. That's why he played. That's the role he played. Like, dude, shut that shit up, dude. Nobody's impressed by that. You got jerked in business. Jay jerked you around. You weren't smart enough to see it coming. And
He
do.
He want to be Nicky Barnes so bad.
You were too arrogant to handle your business, and you got fucked. And yes, you did get fucked, and I agree, you got fucked up.
Yes, he did. But you know what I also need him to do? I need him to let it go.
He needs to shut the fuck up. Every time he talk about it, he sounds worse.
Every time he opened his mouth. Him and Irv Gotti, be quiet.
Oh, Irv, anyway. That's a little marshmallow. Yeah, Ashanti did him a favor, and he gonna shut up about it. Like, dude,
God.
she did you a favor, bro. You was a charity fuck, bro. Anyway, let's play some music. When we come back, and
Irv is like the drunk uncle at the fan reunion.
No, worse than that, actually. All right.
Damn, my crew is hating on Irv on the Gotti. He had that. Ooh, man, Ashanti, I had your babies, baby. I'm ready.
Baby.
HoodTech presents the HoodCast.
Happy Black Booty.
Hey, Trout. Hey, pull up with the top down. And I represent Rocktown. Hey, pussy nigga bow down. I'ma take your bitch to Pound Town. Hey, pull up with the top down. And I represent the Rocktown. Hey, pussy nigga bow down. I'ma take your bitch to Pound Town. Hey, sliding down Asher in some brand new Louis. Leaving my mail bowling alley, I was fooling. Me and your bitch boy, and she rockin' Gucci. I'ma take her to the house and watch her shake her booty. Make the bed rock. I can't take the head. Stop. Hey, bitch, I'm from the block. Hey, playin', you get pop. I just serve you home some cookies at the Walmart, nigga. She done got off that powder, now her ass and got thicker. Swerving in the demon. Walk got me leaning. Somebody bitch getting fucked this evening. Hey. Pull her with the top down. And I represent the Rocktown. Hey, pussy nigga bow down. I'ma take your bitch to Pound Town. Hey, pull up with the top down. And I represent the Rocktown. Hey, pussy nigga bow down. I'ma take your bitch to Pound Town.
Hey, flying down John Burr, had to bust you and your bitch blowing up my phone, pictures of a coochie. Dropping dick off in her, he ain't want me to do it. That perk make a squirt, pussy busting like a Uzi. Keep your hands off me, got a pocket full of man. Pull it out and count it up, I left them bitches in the trance. I ain't trying to be your man, I don't want you on the fence. I'm trying to hit that pussy from the back, clapping with no hands. I been trapping all day, trying to tear the dough down. Nigga talking like a gangster before they get you knocked down. Top drop with them chops, tear your block down. I ain't talking about no pussy when I'm gone to Pound Town, nigga.
Pull her with the top down. And I represent the Rocktown. Hey, pussy nigga bow down. I'ma take your bitch to Pound Town. Hey, pull up with the top down. And I represent the Rocktown. Hey, pussy nigga bow down.
or I'ma take your bitch to Pound Town. Pound Town.
HoodTech presents the HoodCast.
You already know. My anxiety beat my ass, granny help me. I can't even think. I been falling out with my people. I'm so damaged, I need a shrink. It's like the only thing that understand is Glock here we in sync. Cause it don't like to show its face, but when it do, you better not blink. When they scream catch GOONA, just know it's me. I been dropping hits, killing tracks, put my story on these beats. If I ever die, play a song, lift my story in these streets. Finally making money with my music, ma, you know what that mean. Bring checks back with my talent, ain't kick a dough or serve a fiend. I'm so BGM ROR, you should know just how I bleed. I love the game, won't never change. I gave the rapper a wedding ring. Mirror, mirror sitting on the wall, tell me how rich am I gonna be? My anxiety beat my ass, granny help me, I can't even think. I been falling out with my people, I'm so damaged, I need a shrink. It's like the only thing that understand is Glock here we in sync. Cause it don't like to show its face, but when it do, you better not blink. My anxiety beat my ass, granny help me, I can't even think. I been falling out with my people, I'm so damaged, I need a shrink. It's like the only thing I understand is Glock here we in sync. Cause it don't like to show its face, but when it do, you better not blink. Having long talks with my niggas, they say keep going, you finna blow. Hope they right, can't wait to break the bank, them racks lay on the floor. When I drop a song, I spark my peers to them, I give them hope. You up on weed, go sell some more. Living fast, go kick a dough. If I get rich, keep my tool, my nigga, no doubt, I bet I blow. Random thoughts of suicide, don't do no drugs, I can't even cope. If I die, who gon' help put mama in that brand new house? Cause when I went broke, then I went broke. Ain't nobody been looking out. My anxiety beat my ass, granny help me, I can't even think. I been falling out with my people, I'm so damaged, I need a shrink. It's like the only thing that understand is Glock here we in sync. Cause it don't like to show its face, but when it do, you better not blink. My anxiety beat my ass, granny help me, I can't even think. I been falling out with my people, I'm so damaged, I need a shrink. It's like the only thing that understand is Glock here we in sync. Cause it don't like to show its face, but when it do, you better not blink.
Yeah, nigga.
Yo, we have returned. Third and final segment. This is the HoodCast. HoodCast number 310. Third segment, as usual. So, we come to the end of the show. But before we go, you see what I'm saying? Tune in Monday on the 7th. We got that boy Big Piff. Pine Bluff native Piff. Big Piff gonna be on the show. You see what I'm saying? We're gonna do that. What Biz go? Oh, you sound you alright, Jen? You look like you kind of pissed again, as always. There you go.
That's a resting pussy face.
He must have had to go take a quick one. A quick one.
You know, let me.
Well, what?
There was an incident that occurred earlier this week in the break room of my employer where someone decided that they wanted to eat the leftovers that I bought that my mama made me. Now, what they did was I had two containers because I provided said containers in question to my mama. You know, the good styrofoam containers I was telling y'all about, and y'all call me bougie? Those. So, yeah. Yeah.
3 or 6?
So, it's 6. But anyway, with the meat compartment. But anyway, I digress. So what they did was they took the top container off, took the bottom container that had the smoked drummies in it, took approximately 6 drummies out of it, ate those 6 drummies, left me 4, put it back in the bag, put the other container on top of it, and tied it back. Now, mind you, my name was on it, leaving me only 4 smoked chicken wings. So,
no.
Me, I don't get mad, I get even. Hey, mama, what you cooking? Oh,
Nah, shit,
greens,
nigger.
candy yams, meatloaf. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Well,
shit.
there is something called Miralax, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, yes,
Now,
sir.
If you
Oh
don't
no,
know
you
what
didn't do it like
Miralax
that, did you?
is,
She's
You
talking
didn't
about
do it
like they
like
put
that,
piss
did
in a
you?
water gun.
so if you don't know what Miralax is, you just fucked around and found out. I found out who did it.
I bet you did. You saw him in the bathroom all day.
Well, guess what? Can I go home? No.
Are you their supervisor? Oh my God! Why would you steal your
She,
supervisor's lunch?
she's new there.
Oh, that
Mm.
means she ain't got her first paycheck. She's struggling. Then you should just offer to bring her some lunch.
Right.
And see, that's
And
my
You
that's
so
my
second
mean.
college
thing.
paycheck.
I buy. Look, I buy all the time. So my thing is like, dude, if you didn't want to eat ramen noodles that day or that extra tray that a client didn't eat, come on. You didn't have to go steal. And then let me tell you what I did. And the video is on my IG. Everybody, um, took a Coke. You know how your mama used to freeze them and put the aluminum foil around it?
Hmm.
A Coke to wash the Miralax sprinkled dish down with, for extra a smidgen of seasoning.
Yeah, extra caffeine to run your fucking guts.
Exactly.
Jesus. Oh my God, that's
See,
I
you
like
know
trying to
the
kill
chemical,
somebody. Look what you trying to do.
oh, you can stimulate that colon to death.
Right.
That little sphincter was
and it
going.
was, and guess
Speak.
what? Guess what? They drank both of them.
Oh yeah, that booty was working overtime trying to hold it together.
No,
Let's
you should have seen her sprinting down the hallway. She almost bowled somebody completely over.
Oh, and you couldn't tell why.
right.
Well, you know
Right.
what? Yeah, drumhead stealing some bitch, you deserve it. I
Right.
cannot. I don't like thieves anyway, but to steal
I
I
food.
don't.
know that's real.
But to
To
steal
steal
my
my
food.
chicken, my chicken at that.
And then on top of that, granted I'm a clean person, but you're taking your mindset. You don't know if that person's house is clean. You don't know if they got roaches.
Cat
Like,
hair, all that good shit.
and speaking of
Right.
cat hair, office potlucks, no ma'am,
No,
because I saw your Facebook page and
no.
Fluffy had his whole butthole on one of the burners on your stove. Catherine, I do not want your casserole, madam.
Oh,
Damn.
oh my God! This show just turned real personal. All right, so we will not be having any cat hair, but casserole.
And then you taking pictures of just 5 minutes ago, Fluffy had his whole butt on the crook of your arm, and now all of a sudden you taking the Thanksgiving turkey out of it, and then you got Snowball sitting on the kitchen table. Then
Snowball.
you got
Oh
then you
shit.
got Rocky laying spread eagle on the couch. Like, dude, what are you doing?
I got a buddy of mine from California. He is an African American. He has a one of those big butcher blocks, like a real butcher block in his house, the big piece of wood that they cut meat up on at the butcher,
Right.
right? He has an air
I mean, I
smoker.
just have the meat cleavers and stuff, but
Right.
go
Well, he's
ahead.
got the butcher block, and then he's got like the meat shaver shit. You can. So what he'll do is he'll like smoke a whole pork butt, right? Then
Pork.
he'll let that joint smoke for hours, half a day, slow smoke, right?
Yeah, most
Then he
people
pulls
do
that
about
joint off
24 hours or
and he
so.
puts it on the meat joint, cuts it all down into big ass strips of bacon. So when you want to have breakfast, they pull out, what's what pork butt is bacon. Pull that shit out,
Yeah.
throws into the skillet to kind of finish it off, crisp it up a little bit. Best bacon in the world. So I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta have something. Yeah. Come over to the crib. They got like 4 cats.
Oh,
I'm
no,
not a cat
sir.
person. I'm not a cat
They
person.
wipe
I
their
lie to you
butts
not.
on people.
We sitting there talking, and one of the cats strolls across the fucking cutting board. But meat where he cuts the meat in the meat land. It don't lick it or nothing. It just walks across the shit.
Oh, no,
So
sir.
I'm sitting there like, I know you just saw the cat walk across this fucking board, right? They house cats, whatever fuck, whatever.
What the
This
fuck ever?
motherfucker proceeds to start cutting the meat.
Without washing the board off?
Yo, he didn't wipe my shit.
Nasty motherfucker.
He started cutting the meat. He's like, yo, I'm gonna hook this up for you. I was like, bro, man, next time.
Are they ethnic?
No, they us ethnic.
G
That's what I'm saying, yo. It was some other people's shit going on in front of from some of our people, and I
Mac,
was just
darling.
like,
G Mac.
yeah, you can
Okay.
throw the disclaimer up because I know I done broke all kind of rules, but I'm just telling you, bro. And this is my dude. This is my
Excuse me. Wait a
dude.
minute.
Like
Wait a minute. Okay,
we
wait.
boys.
Listen. When I say colored,
I ain't talking. He's not a person of color. He's a black dude. Matter of fact, he was at my wedding. And there wasn't a lot of people at my wedding. Everybody at my wedding was like the absolute closest people. He was at my wedding. It's like, dude. But he got his house full of cats. And what happens is people start thinking these cats is people. And I'm like, I don't got no, I ain't got no pets in my house. We don't do pets in the house. Never have. Even when I was a little kid, we ain't do pets in the house. This ain't never been a thing.
And my grandparents getting a parakeet.
Well, maybe that. But Mike said,
when they get overstimulated, they pull their own feathers out due to anxiety.
I don't know.
But my thing about cats, first of all, cats act like you're in their house. They get offended when you have visitors.
That's the crazy part. When I go over there, and so now I've gotten to a point where I go over and we smoke cigars or whatever. So I'll go over, and when I go over, I go straight through the crib out to the back deck. I don't stop in the kitchen. I don't stop. He be talking to me. I be like, yeah, bro, I'll be out back. Because a couple of them cats be looking at me like, oh, this nigga's over here again. They know I don't fuck with them. They clearly don't fuck with me. But when we go out, we close the door so they don't come outside. That's the only way I know them fuckers ain't sneaking up on me when I'm over there, bro. Because I was in the living room one day just chilling. And you know how you feel like somebody's watching you?
Because they are watching you.
Fucking cat was just like he was waiting to pounce. I was like, this motherfucker. I hadn't grown my hair out yet. If I had my hair, I could only imagine what the fuck. This thing would have been swiping at me and shit. So I don't fuck with cats at all.
Like they pee in your shoes. They're evil.
Cats at all.
Mm-hmm. They do mark their territory like a motherfucker.
No.
Cat piss is potent, boy.
They get it's ammonia. They get mad at you and like pee in your shoes. Man, I saw one. Let me tell you what happened.
It'll be like Booker Eli with the motherfuckers.
Oh my God.
Yo, some cat oil. It's fresh. It's fresh. That shit fresh. It's good.
A friend of mine's husband hit one of the cats with a magazine because it had jumped up on the arm of the sofa.
Mm-hmm.
That cat legit walked off, went and got his homeboy, said, you know what? You don't want us on the arm of the sofa? I'm going to show you why we not going to get back on the arm of the sofa. It proceeded to scratch his recliner.
I'm gonna tell you one thing too. I'm gonna tell you one thing how you get rid of cats. Perfectly smoking. All you gotta do is take a good hit and put the smoke in his face one good time. Have you ever seen a cat high? Oh my God!
Peter calling us now.
No,
I used to give my mama cat high as a motherfucker. Who I used to give my mama that motherfucker be bouncing everywhere. She. She's like, damn.
Oh my God.
I will
they get feeded up real quick.
I had a client that was in assisted living that had one. And we found out that apparently catnip is like Lysol, but the cat, we call the cat Pet Cemetery cat. So in order to deter the cat from attacking the CNAs when it would come in the room, this lady was like a very, very morbidly obese lady from the mountains of Caucasus. And she would like fall and be nude, so she would look like chewed bubble gum.
Marshmallow. Oh.
Yeah. And they would spray Lysol in her bathtub, and the cat would just be in there high as a kite. Okay. And she would have to spray Lysol in her bathroom to keep the cat in there so we could give her medication, so the paramedics could come in there and get her off the floor when she fell out of bed.
You know that catnip is like cat crack. They get to jumping around.
Right. It's something about that. Well, it's supposed to relax them, but I don't see.
It don't seem like it. But I think that's the
it
same
winds them up.
The chicken at Chick-fil-A, they got a person nip for that shit because niggas be lined up. Cats love that catnip. All right, y'all. Let's get to these.
Chick-fil-A is the Lord's chicken.
And Jesus is waffle fries. All right, y'all.
All right, who first? I'll go first this time. I'll go first this time. Hey, world, I just want y'all to know I got half my birthday suit on. Okay. All right, who next?
He said I'm wearing the top half.
Hey, because I'm telling you like this. Hey, in a minute, it's going to be, I got half the bodysuit on. I'm going to have the full bodysuit on. So, yes. I'm waiting. So y'all hurry up with these final statements.
Before we do the next one, what about interview we got coming up? When is Piff?
We got Piff on Monday.
Monday the 7th, we got Piff, and then following on the 14th, we got our man Priest and Nomad. So y'all make sure y'all be here Monday the 7th, and don't y'all miss Monday the 14th. Don't miss the
Right.
Thursdays either, but we got our special interviews there. Let me hit up Tim. We got to get Tim over here to give us some more on the police beat. It's about time.
Yeah.
We're a little overdue.
Get him on Thursday.
I hit him up. Let's see if we can get him on one of those Thursdays before we get to the holidays.
Okay.
Because we usually take a Christmas break off. All right. What's the matter? Jen, what's that face for?
Why are you not wearing pants?
Because I don't want to. Anyway, who next? The same way you don't want to wear panties.
Jen said, oh, well.
Well,
First of all, that is a purpose, but I'm wearing pants.
Wearing panties is not wearing panties is okay, but not wearing pants is a problem.
Right. You see what I'm saying?
That's very hypocritical.
Right.
How?
I mean,
matter of fact, why don't you just go next? Why don't you go next, Jen?
She's in the house. You outdoors with no pants on.
Why don't you go next?
Okay.
When it's okay, nonetheless, when it's real, it's effortless.
Yes, when it's real, it's effortless. Like
Put on
I'm gonna
some
tell
pants.
y'all real quick, when it's effortless, when it's real shit, it's effortless. Cause boy, if it's not real, that shit is not effortless. It does not feel good.
Yeah. Anyway, so
I didn't want to know him like that.
My random statement is: thank you all for joining us all through 2022. Hopefully, you'll stick with us through 2023 and watch this thing grow and get bigger and better. Thank you, and we appreciate you.
Yes, thank you. Thank
and look
y'all
out for my
so
podcast,
much.
and I will wear pants. You just need.
Well, I mean, they don't know. You know, see what I'm saying? And it's a good thing because I'm not making no money off of that. So I can do that. But shit, you see the goods. You got to pay. I wish can we stream live from
Pornhub.
Pornhub?
So you can stream live while
you can. When you're making it, you can.
Yeah,
wait a minute. How do you know
making
that?
it? No, you can't.
Subscription joints where you can.
Pause. How do you know that?
Who, me? How do I know that?
Yeah.
I said you can stream live while you're making it.
Yeah, I knew that.
But she said, how do you know that?
Just like we're streaming this live. Anything can be streamed live.
But how do you know that can be done over there, though?
Right, Biggs, right.
Over there.
My mother wants to have a word with you after the show.
Bye, Mom.
All right, everybody. We finna get up out of here. We'll see y'all Monday when we have Big Piff on this thing.
Dun, dun, dun. Peace, y'all.
Big Piff. Everybody, we finna just go ahead and have a hood day thing because technical difficulties, but we out of here, y'all. Have a hood day.